Data-driven design in OCaml versus Clojure. Greetings all. Today's review is centered around an interesting comparison between functional programming languages Clojure and OCaml. Karan Gopinathan takes us through the journey of implementing a small game called PegThing in both these programming environments. While writing about his experiences with each, he presents a case for why functional languages can take different approaches despite being from the same functional family. In Clojure's implementation, the board is represented as an association map, a mapping from whole to Boolean value representing whether it's pegged or not. According to Karan, this representation seems quite poor when compared to OCaml. He also notes that while deciding on a data structure for the game board representation in OCaml, he had already conceptualized using tuples of ints to address into the game board, which resulted in choosing an appropriate list-based representation based on his domain knowledge. On the other hand, as per Karan's experience with OCaml, the state of the board and its actions are encoded semantically rather than implementation-focused. He mentions how this allows them to manipulate data through reusing familiar functions like a sock, while in Clojure they opted for more functional style, which resulted in writing new helper functions based on specific use cases. Another interesting point Karan makes is that OCaml programmers tend to think a lot about the operations their data types support, opting for an appropriate abstraction to ease complex combinatoric queries, rather than reusing list comprehensions like Clojure programmers, who are encouraged to pick data types according to the semantic representation of underlying data. To sum up, the two languages approach design differently, one leaning towards type-driven development, OCaml, and other opting for a more semantically focused design philosophy, Clojure. Each has its pros and cons, but ultimately results in idiomatic functional programs with distinct approaches to problem solving.